Hey guys, my name is Kristin. I'm a rural squirrel. It has been a minute since I've done a what sold video. I have had a lot of things going on in my life, and I've taken a little bit of a hiatus from selling, but not from sourcing. I've turned my eBay store back on. I have updated all of my listings. I'm still adding some of my previous inventory and adding new things all the time. So when I turned it back on, I was sure that it would take a couple of days for things to kind of get back into the system, to things get rolling again. And I wasn't wrong. The first day, not as much happening, but that second day, bam, I had some great sales. And I have a few things that I want to talk to you about that happened with those sales. I am out in my garage in my new setup. I have moved and finally gotten my inventory organized, a temporary workspace planned, and it is so cold, probably where you are too. I have a little space heater going on, so sorry for the background noise, but it's cold. So I gotta get my work done, but I also want to be a little bit toastier. So let's talk about the things that I've sold. Then let's talk about some of the things that happened with those sales. So let's get going. Okay, let's start with this. So this is a bins find. I paid about $1.62 for it. I sold it for $22.49. Now that is an offer that I sent to a person that was watching this particular item. When I sent the offer, I checked the box to include a coupon for a future purchase. What I think she was trying to do was use the coupon and the offer at the same time, and the system won't let you do that. So this item sold for $22.49, but Chrissy, if you're watching, you can use the coupon on a future purchase. This is a new setup for me. That's the first time I've tossed a package, and if you've seen my other what sold videos, you know that I toss a package, but I used to toss it into a basket that was over there, and now there's not one over there. Okay, I gotta work that out. This one's got a story about it. So I had my store on time away. I had it shut down from the end of September through middle of January. It's been closed. So I put it on time away for as long as it would let me. And then this sold. This sold, and I didn't even know it because I had everything turned off on time away. Couldn't make sales. They must have been watching it maybe because it sold and I didn't even see it for like 5 days. So I wasn't able to ship it. I didn't have access to the item, so I put out of stock because that was the only option. There's only a handful of options that you can choose when you're canceling a sale. And you don't ever want to do it because it's a ding. It doesn't reflect well on your store. I sold an item that I had, but I couldn't get to, so I put it out of stock. A couple of days later, I got a message. Actually, it was probably more like a week and a half later. I got a message from the buyer. Said, "Why would you sell something that you don't have?" Sounded like they were a little bit disgruntled, a little frustrated, and so I explained the situation. Sorry, I've had everything turned off. While my dad passed away, I was dealing with family things, so I didn't get to it. I had my store off. I don't even know how you got to purchase the item. I don't know how that happened. So explain the situation. They said, "Thanks for explaining. I understand." About a month later, I went in and checked some things in my store and realized I had negative feedback. What? How could I have negative feedback? This buyer had, in frustration, put down that they were mad that I'd sold an item that I didn't have. So I requested feedback alteration. I was like, "Please understand. I thought we talked about this. I thought you understood." They'd left the negative feedback the day before they'd even messaged me. So they were gracious enough to change the feedback because we'd had communication about it. They understood the situation. Then when I turned my store back on, I said, "Hey, I've listed this item again. Do you want it?" And they bought it right away. So hoping that I'm not glutton for punishment and that they are just as understanding and that they enjoy the item. Hopefully this isn't one of those makes me nervous kind of buyers, but we'll see. I'll keep you updated on what happens with this one. Thankfully this one worked out. The buyer loved it. They left me positive feedback. I got $14.99 for it and I paid $1.62. You can't see me toss it. I toss it. Oh well, whatever. Here we go, another bins find. So I've got $1.62 in it. I'm gonna put one of these cute little labels on it that I made with my little thermal printer. So I'm gonna get $30 for this bins find that I paid $1.62. That's awesome, right? This one is great. This thing is so cool. I picked it up at the Denver Bins. It is a vintage men's like satin jacket, like a suit jacket. So I paid $1.62 for it and I sold it for $134.99. What? Okay, so next up, there's some great hiking boots. These things are brand new. I bought them at a sample sale. I paid $24.99 for them. And these just sold for $99.99, so $100. Not bad for a $24 investment. I know I paid up for those. So in my old place, I had a collection of boxes, as I'm sure you probably do too, because you hate to throw out a good box, right? But I threw away all my boxes when we moved, so I don't have a collection of good ones yet. But I did find these at the Amazon bin return store that's here in town. This was fun, so I've got a whole bunch of these. Let's hope that this works for hats, though. Okay, so the hat I'm sending out is a bins find. It's a Patagonia. Oh, I love finding Patagonia at the bins. Barely. It's gonna work. I love finding hats because they're super lightweight, and if I'm paying for it by the pound, it's a great return on my investment. There we go. Because it's so light, I've got almost no money in it, and I just got $18 for it. Don't you love all the colors that I have? So I get these from JiaroPack. So I've got a link in the description below so that you can get them too. And if you use code Squirrel Squad, you get a discount. So in this poly mailer, I'm going to put some Oshkosh overalls now. Some of these things can be worth a lot of money, but I took a best offer of $17 on this one. It sat a while. I love them. They come in lots of different colors, lots of different sizes, and I even get bubble mailers. So I've got an extra large one that's coming up here in a second, so I'll point it out to you, but they're great. And if you're going to be buying poly mailers anyway, why not? You know? Plus, you get a discount. Okay, how cool is this sweater? I paid $1.62 for it and just accepted a best offer of $50. I gotta get a more efficient system down. Right now I'm kind of all over the place, but this is my first time shipping since I've been home, so we're gonna work something different out. Tell me about your setup. I would love to know. I bet you've got a great shipping station, and I would love to hear more about it because I'm gonna need to figure something better out. At any rate, $50 for a bins find is pretty awesome. I don't remember which bins I got this scarf at. Des Moines? Maybe Jacksonville? I don't remember, but it's super lightweight. It brings down my average cost of goods, and I got $26.99. That was an offer I sent to a watcher, and they accepted. I'm going to put this one in a bubble mailer because it needs a little extra protection. Okay, so normally I don't do electronics, but this was actually free. I got this in my own closet, so it converts things to VHS so you can watch it on your, I don't know. It was free. I sold it. You guys know how I feel about quilts, and this one was a small table size one, so it was very lightweight, and it's a full price sale of $12.99. Bins find. Okay, you ready for the big one? Look at this! This is a great size. Plus you can fold it over and tape it on top of itself so that you can make it smaller as you need to. But this one's a great size. I ordered these on JiaroPack too. You guys have seen me sell these things before. This is a $24.99 full price sale for some reusable shopping bags. These are freebies that you get from Lululemon. Worth picking up. I'll squish it down and tape it over. I like really puffy in this. Ooh, that wiggled you really hard and had you on my table. Okay. I stick these things in my cart when I find them at the bins and lot them up. Okay, last one. I wonder about putting it in a big bag too. Some people don't want their collectibles to have a damaged box. So I'm gonna make sure that I send this to them. I don't wanna put tape on it. I don't wanna put a label on it. I wanna make sure that it gets to them in a condition that they are happy with. So I'm not gonna use this as the original shipping box, so I'm gonna put a box inside of a bag. Sorry, don't at me. I picked up several pieces of Longaberger pottery at the Denver bins, and it was only 69 cents a pound. Squeezing out the air. So I didn't mind accepting a best offer of $15 on this one. Whew, okay, two claps, that is it. I'm not gonna throw that because it's glass. That is it for today. That is it for today. My new post office has very short hours, so I've already missed it for today, Saturday. But on Monday, I'm going to get in there in that 2-minute window that they've got open. So actually, I think it's more than 2 minutes. I think it's like 9 to 11 and then 2 to 5 or something. It's I don't remember. It's just a really small window. So I'm gonna have to make sure I get that. And I'm not even sure if they will do a porch pickup, which is what I used to do a lot too. So I'm gonna find out about all that. Learning curve here. Been doing this for more than 25 years, but every time that you go somewhere different, you gotta learn the new rules of the post office. So let's see what happens tomorrow. Let's hope that this thing keeps going and that we've got more stuff coming up. I'm gonna go get some more things listed, and I hope you're getting some things listed today too. What are you listing? Leave me a note in the comments. I wanna know about it. It's not very good roads out there today, so I don't know if I'm gonna be going anywhere. I did move my heater, so it's right up underneath of me, which makes it so much warmer. But we do have, I think, 2 things that I can get out before I have to go get boxes. So let's get those things done and then get to the post office and then get boxes. And then I'm rambling. Okay, 2 claps. Picked up this cute little tiki at my house. So this is actually a souvenir that did come from Maui. We didn't have a place to put it, so I accepted a best offer of $12 and it was free. Let's fix this. There we go. Oh, I felt like I was talking to you way down here. Anyway, this little tiki is headed back to Hawaii. Where are my thank you cards? I lose them every day. More bins finds. This is a pair of Patagonia Little Kids ski pants. This is a full price sale of $24.99 and I paid $1.62 for these things. Okay, went up to the local DG and got boxes. I love getting boxes at places like Dollar General, Dollar Tree, places like that, so that we can, keep reusing boxes. I don't mind using recycled boxes. Some people have a thing about it. I don't mind it. I think it's important to keep things out of the landfill and keep moving. So I have boxes. I'm gonna get these 2 things packaged, and then we had a couple more things sell while I was out. Yay! And I'm grateful because one of these things is one of my top selling items, and I can't wait for you to see that. Before we get to that sale, I'm going to show you these. These are a pair of Allegri little clogs. They are so cute. They were in great condition. They're bins fine, so I paid $1.62, and I'm going to send them out as a best offer of $20. Next thing I'm going to box up is a Starbucks cup. I took a best offer of $12.50 on this, and I bought it with points on my Starbucks app, so I didn't really pay anything for it. I got it free for buying coffee. Have I mentioned how much I love my little pink printer? Again, I'm a mess because I don't have a system. This is the 3rd or 4th item that I'm selling this week that is coming out of my own closet. I hope it hits home for you to source in your own home because this is a $20 sale that I just had, full price sale. These, guys, vintage quilts in good condition. They're where it's at. This is a postage stamp quilt, probably 40s, 50s. Stitched in the ditch. This is a binding that's got a little bit of fray on it, but it's a baby quilt, lap quilt, crib quilt, whatever you want to call it. And I love picking these things up. Whenever I find them, I grab them. What I love about finding linens in the Denver bins is that they're only 49 cents a pound. So that makes this return on my investment so awesome. I paid about $1, maybe $2 for this, and it's a full price sale of $59.99. That's $60. And I only paid 49 cents a pound for it. Gotta love the bins. That's it. This is it. So excited for that sale. I love it that my JiaroPacks come in lots of different sizes. So for the bigger quilts, I can use the bigger ones. And if I need to downsize, like I did with that, then they have a size for that too. So I hope you guys are out there finding amazing things, but I hope you're shipping amazing things. I hope you're doing amazing things. I will see you guys next week. Hopefully we've got some more great things going out, and I'd love to hear what you're shipping too. So I'll see you next time. I'll see you in the bins.